Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Maria with Winkless Designs. Today I am going to be showing you some finished items that I made using the April 2024 Bargain Bead Box, the Blooming Branches collection. So I'm going to start by showing you some earrings I made. And just so you're aware, I did use quite a bit of items from my stash because this box, as beautiful as it is, the colors were a little out of my comfort zone, so I incorporated other items. So just be forewarned. All right, so the very first pair that I made, let me grab these. I thought these were so cute. These are so fun for spring or summer. They're just so adorable. But I used, the only thing out of the box on this one that I used were these flower beads. And I did put it on a ball pin, head pin, okay? Then I used these leaves. These are check glass leaves that I had in my stash, and it's the same color as the crystals that we got. It's a peridot color. And then these really cute lampwork beads. And I used the bead caps from the box on those. Okay. All right, so that is the first pair that I made. The next pair, I actually used gold findings on this. And these to me look like gumball machines when they're hanging down. They're so cute. But what I used was, from the box, the little, I don't know why my lighting's off today, these little dyed quartz beads. And then I had these glass beads. And they've got, I don't know if you can see that, it's got like little gold flecks in it. And then it's got the lavender, like cloud effect on the inside. I thought these were cute. And then a bell flower. So that's those. The next pair, these are so cute. Again, these very, very much for summer, spring. They're so pretty. But I used the 8mm rose quartz beads and the 6mm bicone beads. And then these are check glass beads from my stash. They're like the lentil shape. And then the bead caps from the box as well. Super cute. Super, super cute. All right, and then the final pair that I've made so far of earrings, I used these rose spacers, and they're also like lentil shaped there, with the rose quartz and the bicone as well. Okay, so the first bracelet I made is this one. This one's so cute, very dainty, really pretty. I used from the bead box the crystals, this larger crystal bead, and the rose quartz, and the spacer beads, and the bead cap. And what I did is I put it on 20 gauge wire, and I bent them a little so it'll hold the form of the wrist. And I did that, I made them asymmetrical. So these two components are not the same. They use the same beads, but they're not the same configuration. And then I added the dangles down here, 3 of them. And this is actually a 6mm rose quartz bead for my stash, along with this Tree of Life link. Okay. I hung it on some Rolo chain, and I used a toggle from my stash. I just wanted something simple, like a little flower. So that is the first bracelet that I made. Okay. All right, the next one is a stretch bracelet, and it's really cute. Really, really cute on. Here's a bracelet, and I used the lavender, let's see, what were these called? Mountain Jade, the violet Mountain Jade beads in the 8mm. And then I used just one of these little crystals on a dangle, added this charm, used one of these bale beads. It's got like a rose or something motif, I don't know. These are crystal like petals, not crystal, excuse me. These are check petals. And then I incorporated a couple more of those crystals from the box. And I used the spacers from my stash as well. Okay. All right, so those are those 2 bracelets I've made so far. Okay, so the first necklace I made is this one. Very dainty, really, really pretty. Very easy to make. So I used the Malaysia Jade Rondelle beads, these amethyst ones. And what I did is I fed it through this oval component that I have. And I don't know where I got this, I'm sorry. I have had it for so long. And I basically just did a wire wrapping on it. Then I got these little bars as well in different lengths. And I just wire wrapped the beads to the bottom, and I just made it into a little cascade effect there. Right. It's really cute on, let's see, show you this form. I don't like this form. These velvet forms drive me crazy. But anyway, so again, I will have pictures of all of this. But that's that. God, the color is so awful on here. Okay, so the next necklace I made, I used this necklace memory wire, and this is the back, and then this is the front, so this will hang from the front. It looks so pretty on, so pretty. But what I did was I just made a pattern with the 8mm rose quartz beads and the crystal peridot beads, and then I incorporated the 6mm rose quartz beads on there. And then I cut the 2 different lengths of chain and just simple loops on the dangles all the way down. I used the crystals, the citrine. This is actually the citrine. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. It's like the lighting is weird right now. Anyway, and then this bellflower. It's also from the box. And the crystal bead in there I had for my stash. It's like I think that's a 6x4mm. But then I did the same thing over here, just randomly added those. Okay, so the next necklace I made. Okay, here we go. And basically what I used the toggle from that we got in the box, the leaf portion, This is so pretty. I love doing this. I love using the toggles as pendants or something else. And then what I did is I actually cut different lengths of chain, wire wrapped some of the beads. So we have the citrine, the quartz, and the crystals from the box. And I just added them to jump rings so that they would lay there. So cute, gives a lot of movement. I used these two spacers from my stash. And then these are mountain dolomite beads as well, the 6 millimeters. I used the spacers from the box. And basically I just wire wrapped, or not wire wrapped, excuse me, I just strung them on a wire. Here's what the back looks like. So I put the two smaller ones here so it would sit properly. Okay. And there you go. Now, when I made this, I wasn't thinking properly. So I am going to redo this one only because I did a faux pas. I was excited because this actually hid the crimp bead. Well, of course, the first side you do is going to be perfect. The second side, not so much. I battled with this. So I actually put a bead cover on there and then had the spacer up there. So my OCD, I'm going to change this. So this will look slightly different before I decide to sell it or do anything with it. But anyways, and then I hung, this is about a 2-inch extender chain. And then I just put one of those little dolomite beads on there as well. Okay. And I'll show you on the form. I will have pictures at the end. I don't know why the colors are so weird on the camera right now. The lighting, everything's off. I don't understand. But anyways, so yeah, it's very, very cute, very pretty on. Okay, so the next necklace I absolutely love. This is one of my favorites. This is that Tree of Life pendant with the amethyst on it. And then I used all of these amethyst rondelle beads. But I put them all on ball head pins. And I added it to this chain, which was from my stash. And then I used a toggle clasp also from my stash. I had one that had this little swirl on it, kind of like emulating the little bit of a swirl on the tree here. And isn't that beautiful? Didn't that turn out so pretty? The camera does not do it justice. In person, it is absolutely stunning. So pretty. Such a pretty necklace. Okay, this next necklace that I made is absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorites. It is asymmetrical, and it was a lot of work. I did all of this by hand. These are citrine chips. We got these in a prior Bargain Bead Box, and I just stocked up on them. I thought they were really pretty. So I added all of them to the chain. I added this stainless steel leaf pendant. And then down here, these I wire wrapped because there weren't so many. The other ones are simple loops. These are the citrine beads from the box. They're the 6 millimeter. And then I use these Malaysia Jade rondelle beads. I just wanted a little bit of pop of color, just not much, just something very subtle. And added it to the chain. Here's an extension chain. And I added one of the citrine beads to that as well. But again, this necklace is so pretty. It laying here, it doesn't do it justice. I'll put it on this form, but you'll see in the picture at the end how beautiful it lays on the neck. So here's the necklace. Oh, again, it does not do it justice on here. All right, so the next item I actually made a video of, so I'm just going to show you again just as a little quick recap. But I made this Tree of Life. I used the grapevine mix from the box, and this component, this Tree of Life, was actually from my stash, as well as this shell bead. And isn't that pretty? So I did a lot of wire wrapping. Okay. Okay, so here's the last item I've made so far this month. This is a Tree of Life that I wired up. I added the crystals and the Malaysia jade beads from the box. I took some, I believe that's 24 gauge wire, made a little tree, and just wound it around this component. There's the back. This sparkles so much, it's absolutely beautiful in person. And let me just show you, this is what I used. So it's a chandelier finding. I believe I got this from their sister site, the Bead Box Bargains. And what I did is I just flipped it. All right, and I just wire wrapped it. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to make it into anything. I might sell it like this. I will add one of these beads or something to the bottom when I decide what I'm going to do with this. Or again, if somebody buys it, then we'll go from there. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the video today, as well as all of the items I have made. If so, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. And as always, I love your comments. And I will be back with some new stuff here in the near future, hopefully before the next box comes. All right, thanks again for watching. Have a great one. Bye.